Howdy, Sunny Sheriff here. I don't want to continue to beat a dead horse, as the English expression is, but I found out more information about the situation, so I wanted to give more of my opinion about the situation with this new information. Like always, I want to begin the video by asking everyone to go check my Patreon, GoFundMe pages, especially the second one because of a recent experience that a friend of mine had. So, without more ado, enjoy. So, like I kind of vaguely commented on, I am referring again to the Alec Baldwin accidental shooting situation. Now, I said that I learned new information connected to that situation. So, I have a slightly different opinion now that I've learned more, but my general opinion is still the same. I wanted to make one thing very clear. I don't view Alec Baldwin as a murderer under no circumstances. There's a difference between killing and murder. Murder, you have to plan to kill the person before you do it. With killing, you don't need to plan it. I can kill somebody in self-defense. I don't need to plan to kill that person. It just happens. So, in this situation we're referring to, Alec Baldwin killed someone. I don't believe he meant to do it under no circumstance. So I would call him an accidental killer, not a murderer. Now that's out of the way. I did find a few things I didn't know before. So one of the things that I've learned recently is the person who was supposed to be overseeing the guns and blank ammo used in the movie Rust was Hannah Reed. And I know she has a last name that's one name dash second name. I don't know how to say the first half of her last name, so I'm just calling her Hannah Reed. Plus, I don't want to have to try to spell it. So, in the situation, as you already know because I did a video about this already, Alec Baldwin had a Colt single action Army copy. I don't think he had a real Colt single action Army, but it was a .45 caliber revolver, something kind of like this. He had it in cross draw. He drew, was showing what he was planning to do in the scene, and accidentally, bang. Okay. So, here's the problem. In no situation is a movie set, the place where the movie is filmed. Excuse me. In no situation is the set supposed to have real live ammo. So something was very wrong. Now, this is where I need my phone. So, the armorer was Hannah Reed. She was the person who was supposed to oversee, control, be the authority with all the weapons used in the movie. That specific moment when the accident happened, she was not there. Which meant that the people who were trying to continue with filming had to rely on their understanding of what they're supposed to do. So, there's two options that I can think of easily. One is she was not there on purpose. Or two, there was some type of misunderstanding, and she thought that they understood she was going to be back at some point in time. And they were supposed to not film anything, including a gun, until she returned. I'm kind of more ready to guess it's the first, that she intentionally was not there, because, like I said, Alec Baldwin was trying to show what he was planning to do with the gun. He was not trying to film a scene with the gun. Now, it's very possible that he was planning to film the scene after he showed what he was planning to do with the gun. But obviously, that's where what I personally think happened with the accident is very important. Alec Baldwin clearly did not check the gun to make sure it was empty before he was testing the thing he was trying to do. The whole test. Okay, that's fine. I understand what he did was an accident. But remember, you're not supposed to work with a gun if the armorer is not there. And she was not. So, here's the problem. This is where the other names I have written down come into play. So, the live ammo they think was used in that situation wasn't owned by the Hannah Reed's father, but he was the only person who was supposed to have access to it. So I think it's a little bit strange that her father is one of the people that was supposed to be able to access this ammunition. So, if you have not guessed it already, my opinion is basically what a lot of people think happened. That Hannah Reed intentionally left live ammo in the gun and then left to make sure she was not there and would, of course, not be able to do what she was supposed to do and check the gun before Alec Baldwin was testing what he was planning to do. Obviously, I don't know for sure if that is what happened. I don't know if anyone has found the actual truth in that situation. But with all that being said, I need to make sure that people understand. I have learned more about the situation. I now understand that it's very interesting that Hannah Reed was the daughter of the person who was supposed to only have access to the ammo. And she's the person who was supposed to control the gun, and she was not there the one moment that accident happened. I don't believe that there's any coincidence there. So I would place almost all the responsibility on her. Now, obviously, everyone has to obey, the rules of gun safety. So Alec Baldwin did not obey the two big important rules of gun safety. So he's not completely innocent. But at the same time, what he did, yes, I understand. It was an accident. So 50%, I would say, yes, Alec Baldwin is responsible. But only insofar, only in the range of he did not follow the rules of gun safety. And he's the person who had the gun in his hands when it went off. That's it. The Hannah Reed, until I learn more and find out it was not her, I would say that 90% of the responsibility goes on her. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sure there's people out there that are going to be screaming at me in the comments. I'm actually very surprised at how few comments I've seen. But that's your guys' choice. I enjoy responding to comments if I see them. So if you guys don't mind if you could leave comments in the comment area, I would appreciate it because I enjoy responding to them. And as a last minute add-on, I remember adding a video in which I said that I left a mistake in one of my videos, and if somebody noticed what the mistake was and commented it in that video, that I would give them a special praise shout out. But now I actually have another idea. I'm not going to make it specific what I'm referring to, but just know, for whoever goes to this video and finds that mistake that I commented on, you will get a shout out and a special secret surprise. So hopefully you guys will try to find the mistake I'm talking about. The first one who comments correctly, well, you'll see what happens. So I will see you in the next video, and happy trails.